All right, howdy, folks. So I got about 3:11 though, man. It's time to head on out and get to the grind. So I'm gonna do this segment on it's like it's a massacre in San Jose. All right, at their public transit office. Okay, I believe they call it the VTA. So this article popped up on a feed from my YouTube account, and I spoke with this about a relative here this morning, and I looked at a couple of articles on it and a couple of podcasts. I believe CNN, I believe it was Today.com, and some of the local news up in that area, around the Bay Area, that is. Okay, so there's a guy named Sam Cassidy. I don't know his age. All right, probably in his 50s or 60s, an older gentleman. I do know that. Popped up, I believe it's like 9 people. That's the body count now, unfortunately, though. All right, rest in peace. Okay, so they don't know what the motive is to the shooting. Okay, I just think that the motive is that he was just disgruntled to a point that maybe where he just snapped. Now, from reports, they was having a meeting that day, and this happened, I believe, like yesterday. Oh, by the way, which is May 20. Let's see here, 26. The day's the 27th. So there was a meeting. This guy came in there, and according to the reports, it was like in 2 different areas that he walked up in the office, killed a few people, and he had, I guess, had picked the people out that he wanted to kill, and he went to another room and he killed some more people. Okay, and I looked at the names, and a lot of these the victims were people that had names from like India or Bangladesh. There's a couple of Latin people, okay, that was in it. All right. Now I'm wondering, is this partially maybe a racially motivated thing or whatever? Okay. That's just my question there about it. So the guy was an employee. If I didn't say that already, I guess the company that they call up there is VTA. That's the name of the public transit system in San Jose. Okay. They had, I guess, the authorities, i.e. San Jose police and other investigators, were interviewing people about this man, that he was, according to like people on his job, that said that he was very, very, I guess, grunt, very gruff, wasn't really a nice guy. And I also like to say, the same day this happened, prior to this, that he set his house on fire and burned his house. They said a significant amount of his house was burned by the time the fire department came to extinguish his house. And the house is considered inhabitable. Okay? So I guess he just had a point, maybe a melt point, to where he just had enough and he just snapped. All right? But then again, I would have to question or whatever, is it all mental? Because it seemed like this is all planned out and it was somewhat strategic. Okay? So the guy he may be a little crazy, he may be a little nutty, but one thing that he's not dumb. Okay? So I don't know if it's a thing where maybe he just wanted to kill somebody or what. All right, but it did seem like this is something that got planned out. Some of his neighbors were interviewed, and they were like, he was a very mean guy, mean-spirited. And I think that there was a neighbor across the street, a woman, that said, I guess, that they had almost hit a car or something like that. Her car, they was both backing out at the same time, or the car was across the street and he almost ran into it, and then he cussed her out or something to that effect. All right, so a lot of people are just saying that he did have bipolar problems. He was married to a woman for about 10 years, and I guess he left her, and she claimed that he had bipolar, problems as well. And I guess he was dating a girl not too long ago, and he had filed a restraining order on her, or tried to, and she's saying the same thing. So I guess this guy is just one of these type of people, are just a loner type, not really a people-friendly person. Okay. Again, I don't know, maybe if his job was on the line or what, but I just say, I don't know, I would just say that there ain't no job in the world is worth losing your life over. And speaking of which, he took his own life after he had killed those 9 victims. Okay? Sad way to go out. All right? A cowardly way to go out. But I just thought I'd bring this news to you. Rest in peace to the family, these respective families of these victims that got killed. Maybe I'll do a follow-up on this at one point in time. I'm trying to think what else I want to say about this article. That's about it. I mean, the moral, this is what I want to say too. As a result of this, I guess President Biden is, he's like, look, this is the reason why I'm calling for more gun control or whatever, okay, to make things safer, okay, for victims. And he somewhat has a point, but I just think that, and I made a video probably about 2 months ago about, it's not the gun laws, it's the people, okay? Because it's not guns that kill people, it's people that kill people. All right, then maybe then it needs to be, I don't know, more extensive background checks. I don't know that if it's people that have guns or whatever, that have bipolar disorders or whatever, okay, then that should be considered. All right, when either you buy a gun or when you maintain a gun, I don't know, okay? But nevertheless, he wants something done about it. I just think there's not so much you can do. There's now that brings it up to these gun attacks. I believe the 292 over the last like 4 or 5 years. I mean, we're looking at almost 300 of these gun massacres or whatever. Okay, it's really, really sad the way things are going here in America as far as with these guns or whatever. They're just going way out of control. It used to be a time maybe 100 years ago that got young boys could bring their guns or whatever to school, set them outside, and nobody would touch them or whatever. And then after school, then they would, go hunting or whatever, go do, something to that effect. But it's not like that anymore. So, there you have it. That's the news for you. All right. Let's see how this thing goes. I'll be keeping my eye on this particular ordeal. And if the video, you find it interesting, unfortunate, but if it's interesting, feel free to leave any type of comments. Let me know something that I didn't say. Feel free to subscribe, share. Let me know what you think. And you guys have a good day, and stay tuned for the next video. I'm going to try to do another video here before the day is done. All right. You guys have a good afternoon.